finance major as well as a apparel merchandising and product development major. A little bit about myself. I come from a family of 5, the oldest of 3, 2 younger siblings, sisters. Moved to Arkansas when I was 9, back in 2007, started 4th grade here halfway through. Just made myself a home here. One of the major reasons was the money, financials. I was able to, really put very little out of pocket to this university. Another thing was it was close to home, and that's a big part of my culture, I think. Just being as close to your parents. We all got to branch off and fly away once we're older, but being able to stay here and also not having to deal with more money, paying more money to the school just for staying here, that really helped. Well, I originally just wanted to do investment banking because I saw that's where the money was, and growing up, it was always really about the money. But recently, within this past year, I realized, that's not really just about that, and was missing something creative. I wasn't feeling like I was myself for probably the whole, year, the whole sophomore year, and really got into clothes, and something that's always kind of been around me, and decided, well, hey, I can make something out of it. And that's why I chose to go with the apparel side. Plus, it's something fun and creative. Some of the biggest challenges, definitely, it being 2 different colleges, having to do almost twice as work when it comes to planning out my career path within the colleges. Business obviously is more, there's steps you have to do before you take one class. While in apparel, it was a little bit more free with what I can choose. And the advisors there were, they were nice as well. They were great people as well as the ones in business. But definitely in business, I had to plan about a year ahead and see what I wanted to take. While in apparel, they were like, well, choose the classes you want to see, you want to try and get into. And so I was able to get some overridden, some that I shouldn't be taking right now, but having those advisors there to help me, it just made everything easier. Represents diversity is the flag room in the union. Really shows, where it has a flag of every student representing them here. That's something that I really thought it was just kind of eye-opening to see so many flags. Never, what I think, there'd be so many people. First of all, I never thought of being on campus, and then second of all, there's so many people from so many different places. Always been around, my nationality, which is, I'm from Mexico, my parents are from Mexico, but being around so many Hispanics and Mexicans, it's just different seeing, speaking to someone in Spanish and then being from maybe from across the globe, Colombia or something, friends from Peru. It's just kind of mind blowing. I was able to do is and reach out to the university, not only the university but this organization, is just looking online. I think one of the things they're lacking in is reaching out to the local schools, and I feel like maybe they do reach out to the one here in the same city, Fayetteville High School. But in my high school, Springdale High, there wasn't many university sponsored programs or people just going in there and talking to us. It was mostly kind of towards a different college, also near Springdale. But I feel like if they just went out and talked to them, really not just any student, but people who came from the same background, talk to these students. I think it was last fall, I talked to my academy, it was an information technology academy at Springdale High School, and none of these kids knew what I was talking about. None of these kids had school, plans after high school. And as I talked to some of them, they told me they didn't really know about any programs that related to, graphic design or the business side of, like the information system. No, they didn't know anything. I felt happy going in there. I felt good about myself, really reaching out to these kids, because I didn't have anyone. It was mostly, if I wanted to do something, I had to look it up online or find someone who knew something about it. But if the university could go out and reach out to kids who, reach out to the schools, and not only high school, but, get them, young, so they have an idea of what they want to do after high school, that would really be, I would love to take part of that as well.